Hi guys, it's Seven here from Helixxvr, and we are on week 20 of our new release shows, and we're still growing every week. So thank you for all your support, for watching us, liking our videos. There's lots and lots of new things coming up in Helixxvr, so make sure that you tell all your friends to watch us and keep coming back for more. Okay, this week we've got another packed show. It's more packed than it normally is, so it's really packed this week, and we've got a special guest coming up, so stay tuned for that. Let's kick off with game number 1 this week, and it is Reaching for Petals VR. It's available for the Rift and the Vive. This is not so much a game, it's just a nice relaxing stroll in the forest, time to reflect on life. The narration in the game reminds me of Patrick Stewart talking to me, and the scenes are breathtaking. If you want realistic graphics in VR, this is the game to try out. For me, I will use this as my chill down after a stressful day at work, or if I've been in one of those shooting games that I have to dodge and duck and I don't do any of that and I die very quickly. So guys, it's not an expensive game. If you want a wonderful immersive experience, pop this in your basket and give it a try. Okay, next up is episode 2 of The Gallery. It's the Heart of Emberstone. This follows pretty much where episode 1 ended. You will be faced with more challenges, puzzles on your search for your lost sister. The gameplay is smooth. It's a lot longer than the first episode, so be prepared to spend a lot of time in VR in this game. Cloudhead, the developers for this, they've taken what was really great about the first episode and made it a lot better. The story is easy to follow. The puzzles really make you sort of again immersed in the VR environment. We turn around and say that it's definitely worth putting on your list for this week of games to try out. It's available on the Rift and the Vive. There is a 10% discount if you buy the bundle or if you already own episode 1. So go and give it a try. Okay, third game for this week. It was originally a Kickstarter backed game. When the demo was first released, it was creepy and weird. This game has finally been released this week, and it is Organ Quarter. The creepy and weird is still there in the game, but it has got puzzles and there is some combat with the evil that's within the game. With Halloween just around the corner, this game promises 5 to 8 hours of play in a vast world. We say it's a chilling tryout. It's again on the Rift and the Vive, and it's got a 20% discount. Okay, interview time this week. There is no bell because they're not here. I'm going to have to put on my combat gear and go and risk my virtual life to meet this week's guest. So let's go and see who it is. Catch you in a minute. Well, guys, isn't that a great first start to the show? Now, we've got a special guest with us today. We have got Patrick from B.A.M. It's Bullets and More, or B.A.M. And he's going to talk to us about the new modes that have just come out. Hi, Patrick. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you.
So, you've last weekend, you've just released a Battle Royale mode on B.A.M. And how's it going?
Oh yeah, I think it's going good. It brings a lot of new players to the game that have been excited for playing such a mode in VR. So
yeah, I mean, we were playing it last weekend, and the server seemed very busy, and there's a lot of people really hyped up about it. So it's a great addition to an already great game.
Yeah, thank you.
So obviously this is the first incarnation of the Battle Royale mode in B.A.M. Have you got anything else coming out to update it?
Yeah, basically it was kind of a test only that got to the public in some way. And yeah, there's still a lot of stuff that needs to be done to make it a lot more satisfying to play, give more reward to the players that won the match, and all of that. Also, Bullets and More is featuring cars and helicopters in some other game modes already, and plans are, of course, to also bring all the other content that already is in the game also to this mode at some point.
Excellent. So we'll be able to drive around in the Battle Royale mode as well. Have you got some other maps coming out?
Yeah, at the moment the map that isn't available for the mode is also just like a simple testing map that also will receive some new update very soon to make it even more playable. But yeah, there are also plans to make some very dedicated maps for this mode that also hopefully tend to look and play even better than the map that currently is available. Because what people really should know about the map that currently is available is that it has been created in the in-game editor by an user of the game, Mr. Tokyo. And yeah, he has done a great job. But of course, the editor is a bit limited, so people cannot expect
it's
that.
Definitely good. Now, one of the things that makes it really, really special over all the other games very similar to this is the spectator mode. Now, for those that haven't seen it, when you die, rather than waiting around in a lobby, you can actually go into spectator mode and you can fly around the map and have a look at the players that are still currently playing. You can talk to the other people that are dead, and you can follow them around, and it looks just like you're in you're a giant in this dollhouse, and all these little figures are running around, and it makes it really, really fun. Now, again, was that something that you initially had planned at the beginning when you were doing this?
Yeah, there has been a time when I did not even want to add a game mode that features a permanent death because people got like nothing to do, and waiting in VR and watching at a 2D screen for the round to end is just boring. And so I and some users tried to find a way to still keep people entertained while playing the game but being dead. So the spectating mode was like a very simple idea that evolved into something even more fun and what it is now today.
Well, I think it's a genius idea because, as you say, a lot of the other games, when you die and you're waiting around, you get very, very bored. Whereas this, it's actually more fun to die, and sometimes I don't even need to go into the game. I just like playing the spectator mode and doing silly commentary over it. I think it's a brilliant way to open up the game to those people that want to learn some skills without actually having to play the game. They can learn the tactics off some of the good players. So brilliant, very good.
Yeah, thank you.
Excellent. Okay, guys, I've got to jump back to the second part of the show. Patrick, if you don't mind waiting here for a second, I'm going to just go and finish off and see what the game of the week is, and we'll come right back to you.
All right. Thank you.
Well, there we go. I survived that interview. And welcome back to part 2. Okay, I have a feeling with all the big releases this week that this little gem would have been overlooked. But we at Helixxvr, we like to search for those little gems and we like to bring them to you. So, Luna is out this week. It's an interactive story fairy tale brought to you by the guys at Funomina. The kids will love this. The animation is simply amazing and the music is really, really fitting for the puzzles and the story as you progress. It's around an hour in length, but the price and the fact that it's a great first-time VR experience for newbies, I think you'll be getting your money's worth if you invest in this. As I said, the kids will love it because it's just got that whole simple animation with it, which is really, really well done. It's out now on the Rift and the Vive, so we definitely say look that one out and don't miss it because, there are quite a few games out there. Okay, we're coming up to the game of the week. Let's have a build-up. Fanfare, please. Okay, the game of the game of the week is Talos. The Talos Principles, actually. So well done, the Crow team, for bringing this game from PC to VR. We love it here at Helix. My hour stream the other night turned into 2 hours because I was having so much fun solving all the puzzles, with the help of viewers, of course, because I'm not that clever. Now, there has been talk that this game has 20 plus hours, and I really hope it is. The worlds are beautifully rendered into VR, and it's typical of Crow Team that they give you so many options of movement and settings that you could easily spend half your time just playing around with all the different options that you've got. The puzzles are fantastic. I like to use my brain in games, and this certainly makes me use my brain. The puzzles are logical. They're fun, they get progressively harder as you get in, and it's just a brilliant game. With the big 3 titles released this week, Talos, for me and for the Helix team, was the clear winner. It was closely followed by the Gallery, which we've already featured, and the third being Skyworld. Well, that hasn't made it in this week's show, but then, guys, if you focus on fixing whatever that other game was that you brought out, Arizona Sunshine, that I can't play in multiplayer, then maybe you would have got featured on the show. Anyway, value for money, gameplay ability, use your brain, and the hours of game. What more do you want as a viewer and a game player in VR? This is the game. So well done, Talos Principles. Brilliant game of the week. Guys, go out and buy it because you will be having hours and hours and hours of fun. Okay, let's go over and say goodbye to Patrick and end the show. And I'll see you back over in the battleground. Well, guys, wasn't that a great game of the week? And we're really, really pleased that that's one. So before we go, I'd just like to say thank you to Patrick for coming on. Patrick, thank you very much for being our guest this week.
Yeah, thank you for your invitation. And I also want to share some keys with you that you can have a giveaway. Yeah, and Thank you for your support.
There we go, guys. So you've seen us talk about the game. You've seen some of the gameplay that we've put up. Now is your chance to actually win the game. So tune in next Thursday where we will be doing the giveaway for B.A.M. I'd like to say thank you, everyone, for watching. And don't forget, if you like what we do, send us some love and subscribe to us on YouTube, like us on Twitter, itch us on Twitch, and F us on Facebook. Until next week, goodbye.